In a home defense scenario, what's Ed Combs reaching for?
This is always a great way to start a fight with the internet. I am a big proponent of full-size double-stack 9mm and 45 ACP pistols because in the context of a home defense scenario, there's a lot that you might have to be doing with that offhand. Operating a telephone, opening doors, closing and locking doors, closing and locking windows, ushering family members around. So not only does it leave my offhand free for a light, for whatever else I have to do, it's just I have the most, short of like clay shooting, upland hunting, I have the most trigger time with double stack 9mm and 45 ACP full-size pistols.
And it makes perfect sense to me. Long time ago, before this job, and you know him now, Patrick Sweeney, he and I worked together. He was a writer and I was an editor over at Gun Digest, and he was postulating that the best home defense gun, for a lot of the reasons you said, but also more, was the double stack 9mm race pistol with the red dot sight, and this was literally 20 years ago when red dot sights were in their infancy, and that's, big magazine, extra ammo, and you can use it quickly and easily in a tight or confined space.
Well, and whenever we have these discussions, it's imperative that we say, first and foremost, I want people to carry what they want to carry. I want people to use what they want to use. You have a snub-nosed 357 Magnum in front of you, which for some people is an absolute nightmare to run. But if someone is positive, I ran the numbers and this is the most sensible gun for, great, use it. And there are advantages to that. There are contact shot advantages to that. You can push that into an attacker and press the trigger. There is not a whole lot of that revolver for an assailant to get a hold of.
Yeah.
And there is a big, long, full rubber grip on that you can really screw down with all your fingers and hold onto it tightly. All of this is going to come down to what do you want to use? Okay, cool. Let's get out to the range and get you better with it. Yeah,
now that you know what it is you're confident with and what you feel like will work for you, make that choice and move forward. My home defense choice, I have guns in several locations. I'm a staging master in the 1,100 square foot Casa de la Michalowski. But the gun that is like at the Alamo kind of place is I have a 9mm pistol, but it is a Battle Rifle Company BR9 AR-15 style pistol with a short barrel and a SIG brace on it and a big light up front and a set of really easy to use ghost ring sights so that, and when I lean out my bedroom door, I call this thing the hallway denier. So it's the 30-round stick magazine, and it's right there that I can get to if I'm in my bedroom and someone comes in, or if I get to my bedroom when someone comes in. I don't have to go down that hallway, and I have 32 rounds or 30 rounds that I can put down that hallway, 12, 14 feet long. That should do the trick for me, and I'm supremely confident I can hit whatever I'm aiming at that distance.
Well, and some people at this point may be a little frustrated because we've just been talking about handguns. And yeah, we're biased toward handguns. We're former law enforcement officers. We carried handguns every day. We carry handguns every day now. I, like a lot of people, started out with, shotgun. Want to get yourself a pump shotgun? Okay. Yep. Those are awesome. I love pump shotguns, and they're really good for home defense. But they generally require two hands to run.
Yes.
And if you have not affixed a light to it already, they're very difficult to run while using a light. There's a lot of ins and outs and what have yous, as they say, about long gun use for home defense. And I don't know that I've ever seen a group of gun owners who are more confident in their ability to use a platform for home defense, but less trained in how to use it for home defense than shotgun owners. Most people who own an AR-15, they have a sling and they have all the fun stuff that goes along with it, because that was the whole point of this.
They've kitted it out.
There's a lot of people, man. It's like they went back in time and stole a shotgun out of a squad car on Kojak, and like they got that Ithaca, and that's it. There's no sling, there's no tourniquet on it, there's no extra ammo on it, there's no light on it. All I would ask is that if you are going to use a long gun for your home defense, that you set it up properly. We have tons of resources in the magazine about how to do this with rifles and shotguns, and it doesn't cost that much, but boy, oh boy, Just the difference that side saddle of ammo or that ammo card on it and a light makes is immeasurable.
Yeah. And, you know, for the shameless plug, you mentioned the magazine. Folks who are members of the USCCA get all those back issues of the magazine, and people who are not members, go to our blog and look around. There's stuff out there to talk about what works and what doesn't work and how you can make what you choose work for you. As we were talking about shotguns, it crossed my mind that a lot of people have these misconceptions about shotguns, like, it's a shotgun, I don't need to aim, and it's a shotgun and this bird shot will do the job. And none of that is true. Whatever tool you're going to use, take it out to the range and do a realistic estimate, do a realistic review of what's happening at the maximum distance across your house. Maybe that's going to be 25 feet. And look at what your shotgun pattern looks like with a load of 00 buck or number 4 buck. That's probably what you should be using for self-defense.
And whatever it is that you're using out of your shotgun, I remember this is the closest I've ever come to trolling Gunsight. I did an article for the magazine in which I went to a Gunsight shotgun class without a light and without a side saddle on the shotguns. Because so many of the people that I hear talk about shotguns for home defense, they don't have those.
Right.
And as soon as I found out from the videos, like, here's what to expect when going to your Gunsight class, as soon as I found out that me not having those things would not preclude me from participating, I was like, okay, game's on.
Yeah.
Part of any good defensive shotgun class is going to be patterning your rounds out of your gun, and you're going to swap rounds around with other people on the firing line. It is unbelievable the extent to which some shotguns really don't like certain cartridges and some really do like certain loads, and etc. You need to know.
Yeah.
Before you end up counting on this equipment, you need to have assessed it. You need to know.
That might be the mic drop moment right here, is you need to know. You need to assess. You need to shoot the gun you're going to be shooting, that you imagine you're going to defend yourself with, or that you've planned to defend yourself with. You need to take that gun to the range and understand what it does, if it's a shotgun or rifle or whatever, and what you do when you're holding it, what you are capable of doing when you're holding it.